Hi everyone, welcome back to Cody's Lab. So today I want to see what would happen if I had oxygen coming out of a nozzle with a spark to ignite it inside of a hydrocarbon atmosphere. So essentially what would happen if I were to release oxygen on Titan? Is this going to make a reverse fire or something exactly the same? I mean, it's the same chemical reaction, it's just happening from a different source, right? So here's my setup. So I've got a glass tube coming out from the outside, which narrows down, and that's where I'm going to have the gas coming through, which I can plug either oxygen or propane into this. I also have CO2, which I can dump into the chamber and kill any reaction, so it don't get too carried away. And of course I can vacuum out the air so that I'm not got any in there. You know, can't explode if there's no oxygen. And of course I have this little sparker here to ignite it. So let's set this up and let's first see what the hydrocarbon flame looks like. So propane burning in air. So you can see I've reduced the pressure slightly so as to hold this chamber closed. Let me set the camera up here, let's zoom in on where the fire is going to be. Okay, turn on the propane and hit the spark. There we go. Now we have a fire. Let's turn off the spark. Well, the flame is fairly flickery. There you go. That looks like any ordinary candle flame. Okay, let's put this out with some CO2. And now let's vacuum all the air out of the chamber and replace the entire thing with propane. Okay, so most of the air has been removed. Let's see if the spark will still happen. Got a coronal discharge there. So it's not a perfect vacuum, but that's a pretty good vacuum to see that. So, now let's pressurize the chamber with propane gas. You see, yeah, the discharge is gone. Hopefully the spark can happen in a propane atmosphere. It should be able to. Pretty sure the ionization potential is probably even better than air. It might make a bunch of soot. Well, I guess we'll see. Looks like about 2/3 of an atmosphere worth of propane. I didn't want to fully pressurize it, because I don't want the chamber breaking open when I got a flame in there. This amount of propane shouldn't cause that big of an explosion, even if it were to go off. Let's see if a spark will work. Sure does. In fact, that might even be better. Looks like there might be a little bit of a carbon buildup on the electrodes. That seems fine to me. For some reason the auto stabilizer is going all over the place. Let me turn that off. Okay. Much better. Okay. So now, let's flush the system with a little bit of carbon dioxide, just so I don't have an explosion. And now, let's switch over to pure oxygen. Okay. Oxygen's plugged in. Let's turn on the spark. Once that pushes out the CO2, we should see a flame. Oh, something happened. Ah, we have a flame. Oh, let's turn off the spark. It's a pretty weak flame. Let me... Oh. Okay. There we go. That is definitely... it's harder to keep lit. Okay. There it is. I think it's burning hotter. Come on. pretty easy to blow out. Whenever I try to turn up the oxygen, the flame gets blown out. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Oh, it's a reddish flame, isn't it? Yeah. So that's the pure oxygen burning in a propane atmosphere. Let's turn that up. Oh yeah, that's cool. I don't see any blue. It's all reddish. So it does burn. It is noticeably different too. Well, let's turn that off. Blow in my CO2. Let's turn on some ventilation here. Be able to open the chamber. There we go. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.